Well, good afternoon, everybody. Start off with a safety disclaimer. These classes and what I say are not medical advice. Please consult with your healthcare professional before making any changes to your healthcare management plan. This presentation does not represent Parkinson Canada's endorsement of products or treatment related to Parkinson's disease. This presentation is meant to provide general information. If you have specific questions about managing Parkinson's disease for yourself or for another, you can email info@parkinson.ca, or you can call 1-800-565-3000. Okay, gang, well, that's the disclaimer, and I'd like to welcome you to the at-home workout class number 19. This is brought to you by Parkinson Canada, and in specific Parkinson Canada here in Manitoba. My name is Letain. I'm the events coordinator for Parkinson Canada here in Manitoba, and I'm happy that you're here. Right on. So we'll just talk about, before we get going, we will need soup cans for today. Everybody will need soup cans. If you don't have soup cans, you can just use gravity. So we're not going to be needing TheraBands, or you're not going to be needing any surgical tubing. So if you have soup cans or cans of beans of any kind, that would be fantastic. Hello, Ruth. Great to see you. I thought we'd go over some of our goals here. So ultimately what we're trying to do with these exercise classes is improve the quality of your life, regardless if you have Parkinson's disease or not. Physical exercise is one of the best things that we could be doing to improve the quality of our life. Taking a look at the what we're looking at about 150 minutes of exercise per week, and that's sort of at a moderate to vigorous intensity level when we are exercising. So it's going to require some work. If you're just starting off, maybe you want to start off more at the moderate level. But for those of you that have been with us for 18 classes, this is actually class number 19. Those of you who have been here for the previous 18 classes, chances are your intensity level is able to increase. We're also looking at fall prevention. I know how important it is to prevent falls. Falls, it's a domino effect on a person's health. So the more we can do to help prevent falls for you, the better I feel, the better you feel. And the last thing I'd like to talk about as far as our goals, and don't always point it out, but just our sense of community. The fact that I'm here for you, you're here for me, we're here for each other. That means a lot. Get a little bit isolating, and it can be it's hard to stay positive if you're on your own and you don't have much to do with people. So the sense of community that we have, like when I hear from Ruth or when I hear from Cheryl, hi Cheryl, really means a lot to me, and I hope it means a lot to you as well. So those are our goals that we're going to talk about. We're actually going to be spending most of our time today. I'm starting to grow more of the class into exercising and less talking here. So shout outs, we have Donna. Of course, Donna, you're always in our minds. Susan, Menno, Nathan, Jim, Evelyn, Dana, Ruth, Saskatchewan. Everybody from Saskatchewan that's been participating in these classes. Great big hello to our neighbors in the west. We have Nova Scotia, Quebec, Ontario, our great neighbors to the south, the United States. I don't know if I've heard anybody from Alberta yet, or anybody from BC yet, but if you are from Alberta or BC, or if you're from Canada's beautiful north, say if you're in the Yukon or Northwest Territories, or Iqaluit, say hi. Let us know that you're here. I'd love to hear from you, and I can pass on hellos to everybody as well. We have, people all over this great country in North America. Just reach out to me. I'll make sure to give you a shout out. Of course, we have Robert, and then I've got to talk about Doug Jench. He is one of our group leaders here in Winnipeg and Transcona, and I've been thinking about the audio quality of these classes here, and so I hit Doug up for some technical advice, and I'm going to go out and buy a Bluetooth microphone so that the audio clarity is going to be that much clearer, especially when I back up from I'm using my phone to do the recording here. Safety-wise, I had the safety disclaimer to begin with here, but for those of you that are just joining us for the first time, just make sure the area that you're going to be exercising in is safe, that there's nothing that you could fall and hit your head upon, or maybe that there's maybe a throw rug or an area carpet that has an edge that's flipped up that could be a tripping hazard. Just move that out of the way. You will need a chair eventually with the class, with some of the exercises here. So if you could have a chair ready, and yeah, gang, I think we're ready to go. Okay, let's back up my chair over here. It's a bit of a rainy day here in Winnipeg. We needed it though. It's been dry, dry, dry. Hope everybody can see me there. Okay, let's start off with our posture, sitting up nice and straight. We're going to pull our shoulders back. Let's just center our thoughts right now, closing our eyes. Simple breathing in and out. Getting ready for 55 plus minutes of exercise here. Making time for yourself. Remembering what's important. Opening our eyes. We're going to do our slap, clap, and snap. So that's slapping 5 times, clapping 5 times, and snapping 5 times. 5 down to 1, then back to 5. Ready, gang? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Okay, so that went better today than it went yesterday for me. I didn't get tripped up. Okay, again, let's think of our posture, sitting up nice and straight, pulling our shoulders back. We're going to start off with some ankle rotations. You can do this standing up or sitting down. If you're standing up, just make sure the area around you is safe. So sticking your one leg out, we're just going to do ankle rotations, rotating one way. Now we're going to go the other way. Might hear a little bit of popping, a little bit of cracking. That's okay. If you feel any pain, that's not so good. Okay, what we do to one leg, we're going to do to the other. Sticking our leg out, rotating our foot. Feels good. So let's rotate the other way now. Okay, those are our ankles. How about we do our wrists? We do some wrist rotations. Going one way. Let's go the other way. So now we're just getting our body and our mind ready for exercise here. Not too hard. This feels good though. Okay, putting our hands down. We're going to do front and then side toe taps and back to the center. So it's going to look like this. Front, side, together. Other leg, front, side, together. Front, side, together. Front, side, together. So today I'm going to go a little bit slower. Just trying to meet everybody's needs. People have different abilities, different skill levels. So those of you that are more advanced, you know what you can do if you need to make it more intense. Something like this could be a bigger step out, bigger side out, together, front, side, or you can go faster. But I'm going to try and be a little bit more cognizant of slowing things down a little bit. As I said, I want to meet everybody's needs. I don't want it to be too challenging. Side, together, last one. Front, side, together. Okay, now we're going to do some basic punches to the front. One arm, other arm. Straight up in front and back. out and back, out and back. Continuing to breathe, thinking of our posture. One arm and the other. One arm and the other. Okay, now we're going to go sideways. Side punch. Side punch. Side punch. Side punch. So if that hurts your shoulders, if your arms, when you're holding your arms up high, you can drop your arms if you need to. Side punch. Side punch. And if it's really painful on one shoulder, you can just do the one arm over and over again. Side punch. Now we're going to punch down. Down and up. 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 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go 2 arms together and punch. Forward and back. Forward and back. 2 arms and back. 2 arms and back. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to go sideways. Here we go. Side punch and back. Side punch and back. Side and back. Side and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going down. Down punch and up. Down punch and up. Down and up. Down and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So getting all nice and limber there. Let's do 3 big breaths in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Again, today's class is going to be a little bit slower. In and out. Last one, biggest breath of the day. In, holding it there, and out. Okay, let's shake it out. So now we're ready to go into our cardio section here. So you're just going to want to make sure the area around you is safe. There's no tripping hazards, or if you were to fall, that you're not going to hit your head on anything. A lot of these activities can be either done standing up or sitting down. I'll try and demonstrate both when I can. Just find your comfort zone. If you find you're getting a little bit tired from standing up, you can sit down. Or if you feel you need to work harder, you can stand up. Okay, so now we're going to start off with our disco arms. Bring one arm up and down, up and down, up and down, up, and other arm, up and down, up and down, up and down. Switching after this. Here we go. Up and down, up. If that hurts you, if that hurts your shoulder to point up, you can just point out in front of you. 4, 3, 2, and changing arms. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to alternate and down. Here we go. One arm, the other. One arm and the other. There we go. Again, so if that hurts your shoulder to point up, you can just simply point out in front of you. That works for me too. But for those of you that can point up high, point up high. Or there's even the option if you wanted to point down. That's why I was kind of doing the punching moves before we got going here. I just wanted to make sure that we had some of the movement patterns figured out. So pointing up and up, up and up. And then we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to do 4 times on one side. 1, 2, 3, and 4 times on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 times now. 1, 2, 3. 3 in the other arm. 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing 2 arms. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Now we're doing one side each. 1 and 1. 1 and now we're going to do 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Now we're doing 3. 1, 2, 3. Switching arms. 1, 2, 3. Switching arms. Going 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switching arms. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's march it out. Drop our arms. Okay, so we're going to be working on a bit of a disco move there. So kind of have the arms figured out. Again, if you feel any pain when you're pointing up in the sky like that, you can just point out or you can point down. Okay, so if you get lost anywhere along the way, this is our go-to move here, marching on the spot. If you can march using your arms and your legs, that's great. But if you can just do your arms or you can just do your legs, that's fine too. The big thing is we're going to try and keep on moving. Again, I'm going to try and slow it down, be a little bit more cognizant of keeping at a slower pace today. I just want to meet everybody's needs and everybody's abilities. Okay, so we have the arms figured out. Now we're going to do the legs. So no arms, marching on the spot, and our legs are just going to shoot out to the side. It's going to look a little bit like this. Side, together, side, together. Side, together, side, together. All right, with me? Together, side, together. Okay, so like the arms, we're going to build up to 4 per side. Then we're going to go down to 3 per side, 2, and then we're going to alternate. Ready? Okay, so it's going to 4 times on one side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other side for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're doing 3. 1, 2, 3. Switch it up. 1, 2, 3. Switch it up. 1, 2, 3. Switching it here. 1, 2, 3. Switching it up. Now we're doing 2. 2, 1, 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Keep it going. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Slowing it down. 1, 2, 1 and 2. Now we're switching it up every once. 1 and 1. One side and the other. One side. There you go. You probably feel your heart rate getting a little stronger now. Your breathing will get a little bit deeper. Hopefully, you're feeling better. Okay. So these are our legs. Just trying to go to 2 per side. And we're going to start that now. 1, 2, 1, and 2. 1, 2, 1, and 2. 1, 2, 1, and now we're doing 3. 1, 2, 3. Switching it here. 1, 2, 3. Switch it up. 1, 2, 3. Switching here. 1, 2, 3. Switching it up. Well, this will be the last 3. 3. Switch it up. 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switching it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, march it out. Okay, so now we have our legs, and we've done our upper body. So now we're going to try and combine both. So it's going to be a bit of a dance move here. Hello, Blair Sigurdsson. Great to see you, amigo. Okay, so We're going to do no arms. And now we're going to try our legs and we're going to add our arms, okay? Here we go. So it's going to be alternating one side. Here we go. One side, together. One side, together. One side, together. So should we add some arms? So let's go up, down, up and down. Up and down, up and down. Speaking nice and slow today. Keeping the pace a little bit slower, but for those of you that need to work out harder, you can take bigger steps. And down. And down. So we try two per side. And there's 2, 1, and 2. 2, 1, and 2. 1, and 2. 1, and 2. 1 and 2. So what do you think? Should we try 3? Why not? Let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. Switching it here. 1, 2, 3. Switching it up. 1, 2, 3. Switching here. 1, 2, 3. Switching here. Now we're doing 4. 2, 3, and 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. All right. Well, that's a pretty good workout so far. I gotta take off my long sleeve shirt. It's getting all toasty down here. Points. Alrighty. So how about we do a little bit of marching? Let's go some high knees. Ready? Slowing it down but purposeful. High knee and down. High knee and down. Up and down. Up and down. If you find it too hard to time your arm swing with raising your knees high, you can just do the arms or you can just do the legs. Up and down, up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, marching it out. So we're going to try and pick up the tempo a little bit here. Marching on the spot. No arms, just our legs if you can. Okay, let's pick up the pace. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Let's add some arms. Okay, still with me? Now, how about we try? We're going to do a 1, 2, 3, then we're going to do a heel tap in front, and a 1, 2, 3, other heel tap in front. Ready? We won't mix it up. Let's do our legs first and look a little bit like this. 1, 2, 3, heel tap, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap, and tap, and tap. Okay, how about we add some arms into this? So every time our heel goes out front, we do a straight arm lift in front. 1, 2, 3, and out, and out, and out, and out, and out, and out. Thinking of your posture, and out, and out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's march it out. All right. Well, we've done we've done like almost 15 full minutes here of cardio. That's great. Okay, bring it wide. and together. And wide, and together. Okay, this time when we're going to go wide, it's going to keep it wide, and then we're going to tap our toes. Okay, keeping it wide. Now it's just our toes stay on the ground, just our heels tapping. No arms, just our legs. From here, we're going to transition into a toe tap. So tap and tap, tap and tap. It's actually easier if you're standing up. So for those of you that are standing, that's great. For those of you that are sitting, let's work through this. Tap and tap, tap and tap. We're going to win 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to a side step together. So step together, step together, step together, step together. Okay. Step together, step together, together. Again, just trying to be cognizant of slowing down the pace for today, keeping it more manageable for people that are maybe just getting into exercising or have more mobility issues than others. Again, I just want to make sure I'm meeting everybody's needs here. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Arching it out. Okay, how does that feel? I hope okay. So from here, we're just going to do heel taps into the front. So to start off with, we're not going to use our arms, we're just going to use our legs. It's going to be one heel, then the other. Here we go. Heel out and back, out and back, out and back, out and back. How does that feel? I hope okay. So how about we try to do 2 each leg, then we're going to go to 3 each leg, then to 4, and we're going to work our way back down to 1. Why not? Here it goes. 1 and 2. Other leg. 1 and 2. Switching it up. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. How does that feel? 1 and 2. 1 and now we're doing 3. 1, 2, 3. Switching here. 1, 2, 3. Switching here. 1, 2, 3. Switching here. 1. Think of your posture. 3. Switching it here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Now we're doing 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switching. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're doing 3. 1, 2, 3. Switch it here. 1, 2, 3. Switching here. 1, 2, 3, and last one. 2, 3. Switching here. Now twosies. 2, 1, and 2. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Switching here. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Last one. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Now we're alternating. Onesies. One leg and the other. One leg and the other. One leg and the other. How does that feel? So from here, how about we try and transition into our V step. So instead of just sticking our heels out in front, if you're standing up, you're going to be taking a step forward to the 2 o'clock position. Now, if you have an imaginary clock in front of you, your right foot will go to the 2 o'clock position, and your left foot will go on the 10 o'clock position. But then our feet will both come back to the 6 o'clock. I'll show you what it looks like, and then you can join me. So it's going to be 2, 10, 6, and 6. 2, 10, 6, and 6. 2, 10, 6, and 6. 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. 2, 10, 6, and 6. 2, 10, 6, and 2, 10, 6, and 6. 2, 10. We're going to do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, last one, and 4. Okay, marching it out. All right, almost at the 20 minutes. That's awesome. So we've gone through our warm-up, almost done our cardio. From here, we're going to be transitioning into our cardio cool-down. And then after the cardio cool-down, you can take a sip of water. And then we're going to get into our muscular strength and endurance training. And from there, we're going to work on our balance training, flexibility, and then end off with some Parkinson-specific exercises. Okay, take it wide and narrow, wide and narrow. Last one, going wide, wide and narrow. Okay, no arms, just our legs. Okay, from here, keeping our toes on the ground, we're just going to tap our heels. Tap, 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 and tap. Tap, 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 tap. Now let's tap our toes. Tap, 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 and tap. Tap, 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 and tap. Okay, how about we try a little bit of swimming? So no legs, we're just going to do our upper body. Now we're going to start off with a front crawl. So front stroke, also known as the freestyles for those of you that are swimmers. One arm, and the next. So now with cardio cool down, what we're trying to do, we're lowering our heart rate. Our breathing should become a little bit easier. That's really important at this point in time. We keep our head held high and we continue to breathe. Last 4, now we're going to go backwards. Back crawl, back crawl. If it hurts you to do full rotation, you can make a modification so you're not bringing your arms up high. You're bringing your arms to the side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going breaststroke. Out, pull, together, out. Pull that water back. We're slowing things down. Out. Pull that water back. Out. Pull. Together. And out. Pull. Together. Last one. Out. Pull. Together. Okay, dropping our arms. We're just going to swing our arms frontwards and back. Nice and slow and controlled. Slow is key. We're bringing our heart rate down. Keeping our head held high. Great big smiles on our face. All right, now we're just going to do one arm. Should we change it up? Other arm? Why not? Here we go. Other arm. If you can bring your hand up to shoulder height, that's good. If you can't, that's okay. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Well, let's do both arms at the same time. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, placing our hands on our thighs here. Palms up. We're going to practice some fist exercises. So we're going to make a fist. You're going to squeeze real hard. Thinking of your posture, sitting up nice and straight, and relax. Wiggle those fingers. Squeezing our fist, making a nice solid fist. Opening and relax. Last one. Fist. And relax. And I'll finish off our cardio cool down with some waving. Waving one hand. Okay, and the other. See if you can get a full range of movement there. Switching our hands, one arm, and the other. Alright, gang. Well, we've just completed our cardio cool down, our cardio and our warm-up. So for those of you that need a sip of your water right now, grab a sip of water. Come back. Just make sure that you have a soup can, or if you can have a soup can or like a heavy book or something to hang on to. Because we're going to need that for our strength and muscular strength and conditioning. But we're going to do that at the end part of our muscular strength and conditioning. So to start off with, for those of you that you will need a chair for this, but for those of you that don't have a chair, you could do it from a standing position. I'm going to demonstrate both. So I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like standing up, but I'm going to do that sitting down. So I'm going to be starting off with a hard thing. I'm going to do squats. So my feet, see how my feet are nice and wide, wider than my shoulders? I'm going to turn sideways so you see how my butt shoots out. I have my arms out in front. When I'm doing a squat, I'm shooting my butt out. I'm going to a 90-degree angle. So it's almost like I'm sitting in an imaginary chair. And then I'm going to be standing. So these are squats. For those of you that can stand and do it safely, you might want to have a chair to hang on to. For those of you that are in a seated position, you know we've done this before. These are sit-to-stands. So I'm in the seated, so I'm starting off in the seated position. I'm going to have my arms out in front. If you have some arm rests on your chair, you can use those if you need to. But if you don't have to use them, try not to use them. It's going to be the same motion. I'm going straight up and down. Again, my feet are nice and wide. For those of you that can only do like a little bit better than none. So I call them mini sit-to-stands. So for those of you that can do mini sit-to-stands, we'll try and do those. Now how about again, we're going to try and do 8. All right? Sounds good. I'm going to do them from a sitting to standing. Here we go. Here's 1. And down. Nice and controlled. The slower we can do it, the better it is. There's 2. And down. 3. Here's 4. Halfway there, gang, halfway there. 5. 6. 2 more. We're almost there. 7. Last one. And 8. Okay, I'm going to continue to stand up. So now we're going to do some side leg raises. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So if you're standing, I'm going to hang on to a chair. If you can hang on to the wall, that would also work. We're just going to be raising our leg to one side for a count of 3 and down for 3. So it'll look a little bit like this. It'll be 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, down. So that's what it looks like standing up. If you're sitting down, it's going to be a little bit more challenging, but you can still do it. You're going to hold your leg out in front of you, so your toes out in front of you. You're just going to go to the side and back. All right, so we're going to try and do 6 per leg. Okay, thinking of the posture. I'm hanging onto a chair for some support. Going up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Same leg, up and down. Here's 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2. That's 4. And here's 5. Last one. And 6. Okay, now we do to one leg, we're going to do to the other. Again, at the count up of 3 and a count down of 3. So up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. I'm hanging on to a chair because it makes me feel more secure. But if you need more of a challenge, you don't have to hang on to a chair. And down, up, and down, up, and down. Last one, up, and down. Okay, I'm going to be standing with my feet wider than my shoulders again. All I'm doing is I'm just standing still. You can hang on to a chair if you need to. You're going to close one eye. I'm going to close this eye. And just stand. Not as easy as it looks. Closing one eye. Opening our eyes. Now we're going to open the other eye and close the other. Changing our eyes. And one more time, changing our eyes. We're doing a bit of a balance exercise here. Opening our eyes. Now we're going to do a knee raise. Again, I'm hanging on to the chair for some security, but if you don't need to, you don't have to, or you can hang on to the wall. I'm going to demonstrate standing up, but I'm going to do them sitting down. So standing up, what it's going to look like is a 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, down. From a seated position, it's going to look like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. Switching legs. 1, 3, and down. Switching it up. 1, 2, 3, and down. Nice and slow and controlled. The slower that we can do it, the harder it is. That's the better it is. Okay, now we're going to do one more time, each side. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. Okay, I'm going to transition into the sit to stand again. This is hard work on our quadricep. Again, this muscle is the largest muscle in our body, so the more that we can exercise it, the better it's going to be for helping us keep our balance. So our muscles are talking to our brain. So there's a nice clear channel of them being able to communicate to each other. Again, if you have arm rests, you can use your arm rests, but if you don't have to use them, don't use them. For those of you that are doing squats, you can hang on to a chair. You can have one hand on the wall. We're doing 6 this time. So it's going up, 2, 3, and down, 2. Legs nice and wide. Up, 2, 3, and down, 2. Shooting that butt out. Here's 3. This is tough work. 4. And 5. This will be our last one here. Last one, we can do it. And 6. Now you can sit down. I'm going to demonstrate this next move from a standing position. I'm going to be doing a calf raise. So I'm hanging onto a chair. You can hang onto the wall. My feet again are wider than my shoulders. Basically what I'm doing is going up on my tiptoes. I'm hanging onto my chair for support. And down. If you're from a seated position, you're just going up on your toes. There we go. We're doing 6. Up. And down. Up. And down. Up again. And down. Up again. And that's 4. 2 more. Up. job, guys. Now we're going to do a front leg lift. So for those of you that are standing, it's going to look like this. Hanging onto my chair, I'm bringing my one leg up, straight up in front, and back. From a seated position, it'll look basically the same. Stick your leg out in front, and you're going to raise it up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Switching it up. 1, 2, 3, up, 3, 2, 1, down. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, up. This is tough work. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. Last one. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. All right, so I'm spending a lot of time on our lower body. Again, I stress just the importance of fall prevention. So the more that we can keep our muscles kind of at the state that we have them right now, maybe even get a little bit stronger, that's what I'm looking to do. Okay, so now is the time to grab our cans of soup or your cans of beans if you have any, or if you have hand weights, by all means you can use hand weights. If you don't have anything, it's all right. You can just use gravity. So I'm going to do it from a seated position. If you want to do it from a standing position, that's fine. So I have these cans. I have some white kidney beans, cannellinis, and I've got some brown kidney beans. So I'm going to have my palms facing towards me. So the outside of my hand is facing out. Thinking of my posture, sitting up nice and straight. These are called straight arm raises. So it's just going to be 1, 2, 3, up, 3, 2, 1, down. This time we're going up. Let's breathe out and in. That's 2. There's 3. Nice and slow and controlled. That's key. That's what we're looking for. And down. If you feel any pain in your shoulders, you don't have to go as high as you're going. You can go a little bit lower. Up. And down. One more. Last one. Up. And down. Now we're going to do side arm raises. So it looks like this. I'm thinking of my posture, sitting up nice and straight. I have both cans of beans in my arms, in my hands like this. I'm just going to be raising my hand up to shoulder height and down. Again, nice and slow and controlled. That's key. Up and down. Relaxing, breathe out. Two more. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Okay, now we just need one can of beans or can of soup or one hand weight, or if you have nothing, that's okay. You don't have to have anything. These are called tricep extensions. So basically, I'm going to give you a side profile shot here so you can see what it looks like. I'm sitting up nice and straight. I got a can of beans in my hand here. So what I'm doing is I'm just going, stretching out and back. So I'm exercising my triceps here and back. I'm going to do 4 per side. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switching our hands. Start from a bent position here, going out and back. Tricep extensions and back. Let's breathe out. Out through your mouth, in through your nose. 3 more. There's 1, 2, and 3. All right. Well, we just completed our muscular strength and endurance training. Now let's get into a little bit of balance before we get into our flexibilities and our Parkinson's specific exercises here. Okay, so I'm going to do this from a standing position here. I'm going to hang on to my chair. If you want to hang on to a wall, I'd suggest that you hang on to the wall with one hand, or you have a chair nearby. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm just raising my knee up, standing on one leg, holding it there. It does help sometimes if you want to stick your arm out. It just kind of helps balance you. We do to one leg. We're going to do to the other. For those of you that need the challenge, you don't have to hang on to anything, but only if you feel comfortable do I want you to try this. Otherwise, you hang on to a chair or you hang on to the wall. Again, your safety is of the utmost importance to me. And down. Okay, now I'm going to raise my leg to one side, shifting my weight. For those of you that need to, you don't feel that comfortable, you can keep one foot on the ground. We're just shifting our weight to one side, but for those of you that can handle the extra challenge, you can bring your toe up. Again, believe it or not, our brain is registering how our body is feeling right now. So we're a little bit off balance. That's okay. Our brain is remembering so that if ever you're in that position again, hopefully you'll be able to remember to hold your balance and not fall down. Switching sides. And last time. Okay, now we're going to walk the line. So we're going to place one foot in front of the other. We got one foot down. You can hang on to a wall, you can hang on to a chair. You're just going to place one foot, pretend you're walking on an imaginary line. How does that feel? Okay, let's go backwards if you can. Again, if you need to hang on to the wall, one hand on the wall, that's okay. Try that one more time. I'm going to call freeze. When I say freeze, I want you to freeze so that if ever you do freeze when you're walking, you know how to handle it. Freeze and move forward. Freeze and move forward. Now we're going to go backwards. I'm just going to walk you all the way back. We're not going to freeze. All the way back. Okay. That's a bit of our balance training. So now we're going to work on our flexibility. I'm going to do it from a seated position here. I'm going to stretch out our hamstrings first. Our hamstrings are on the back side of our upper leg. So I'm going to stick one leg out, sitting up nice and straight. I'm going to breathe out, leaning forward. I'm not leaning down, I'm leaning forward, reaching out. You should feel the stretch along the back side of your upper leg. Head held high, continuing to breathe. Holding it there. Legs together. Other leg out in front. Breathe out, head held high, feel the stretch. Oh, that feels so, so good. Sitting up nice and straight. We're going to try and stretch our hips now. So I'm bringing my leg up like this. If you can do this, you can do this. If you can't, you can think about crossing your legs and then you're just going to pull your leg back like this. But for those of you that have the flexibility, sitting up nice and straight, placing your foot on your knee, and I'm going to press down on that knee, stretching the outside of my hip there. Oh, that feels just lovely. That feels good. We do to one side, we're going to do the other. For those of you that have had hip surgery, by all means, if that's too hard for you to do, you don't have to do this. Or knee surgery. But you do know, if you've had a hip replacement or knee replacement, your doctors get you up and moving as soon as you can. Exercise and flexibility is one of the best things for us. Helps our body heal. Makes us feel a little bit more confident too. Okay, putting our legs down, now we're going to stretch out our chest. I'm bringing my arms out nice and wide. Slow, purposeful stretch. You'll feel it right across the upper part of your chest here. Head held high. Great big smiles on our faces. For those of you that have shoulder pain, we don't want pain, you can drop your arms a little bit lower. Now we're going to do a tricep stretch. So we're going to swoop up, grabbing our elbow, crossing our body, our arm across our body. You should feel the stretch along the upper part of your backside of your arm. We did some tricep extensions today for strength training. Nice and wide. Continuing to breathe. Bring our other arm across our body, swooping up, grabbing your elbow, pulling it in. And relaxing our arms. Now we're going to do a shoulder check. You know when you're driving a car and you need to do a shoulder check? The big thing is this is really done nice and slow and very controlled. So we're not looking for pain. So just turning your head a little bit to one side. Working on our peripheral vision as well. Holding it there. What we do to one side, we got to do to the other. Okay, head back to neutral. Now we're going to drop our chin. Raising our head back to neutral position. Relax. Okay, now we're going to interlock our fingers. We're going to stretch our upper back. Using your hands above your head if you can. Dropping it down. We're going to stretch our forearms. Fingers on your hand on your fingers, pulling back like this. If you have carpal tunnel syndrome, you know that this feels good. And I'm going to do flexion. Pulling back. Again, what we do to one side, we're going to do to the other. Pulling back on your fingers. Relax, a little bit of flexion. And relax. Okay, now we're going to work on our Parkinson's specific exercises. Okay, I thought we'd start off with our vowels, and when we're doing our vowels, it's good if we practice that we accentuate, that we try almost exaggerate what we're doing. If you're looking in a mirror, it's even better. That way you can really see the way your mouth is shaped. Okay, so starting off with our vowels. A, E, I, O, U. One more time. A, E, I, O, U. Last one. A, E, I, O, U. Good job. We'll do our fingers, index, middle, ring, pinky. Index, middle, ring, pinky. Backwards, pinky, ring, middle, index. Pinky, ring, middle, index. Hope it didn't fool you. Okay. So now we're going to do our side cheek stretch. So placing our palm of our hand against our cheek and we're pulling back, holding it there. That feels good, good, good. Dropping our hand, other side, pulling back. So this is working on little muscles. Sometimes when we drool, that muscle becomes, it's because our muscle is a bit too taut. So we're just trying to add a little bit of flexibility to this muscle. Side cheek stretches here. Okay, dropping our hands. We're going to do the great big jaw wide open. And relax. Great big smile. There we go. And relax. Opening our jaw. relax. Last one, great big smile. And dropping our jaw. Okay, that's it, gang. So we just finished off class number 19. Holy moly. So there will be a class on Friday. Our next class is Friday at 1:30. It's going to be followed by, I'm going to be on CJOB in the afternoon at 3:05. So for those of you here in Winnipeg, or I guess anywhere out there, it's also online. I'm going to be interviewed on CJOB by Hal Anderson. We're going to be talking about the changes we made at Parkinson Canada with our Super Walk fundraising event. And we're going to be talking about the movement challenge. And also for those of you that are in Winnipeg, I'll be on Global News in the morning on Friday. So if you want to see me, I'll be interviewed. It's going to be on Skype. So again, I'll be talking about Parkinson Canada, our movement challenge, and the Super Walk for 2020 and how things have changed. But yeah, at this point in time, I'd really like to thank you for participating in today's class. If you have any questions, any feedback, or if you just want to say hi, say hi. It really means a lot to me when I do hear from you. So with that, gang, I'll talk to you on Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.